Chat, did I make it in time? Did I make it in time, chat? I don't think I made it in time. I don't think I made it in time, chat. Just in time. I made it just in time. That's I'm gonna go with that one, chat. I'm gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with that one. Hello, everybody. Hello. We were just about to leave. Damn. Drestra. It is hot in here, chat. I'm not gonna lie. It is fucking toasty. It is real toasty in here. I have the AC on. I have my fan on, but I'm cooking. I'm cooking, chat. Anyway, hello everybody. Kind of toasty for that kind of collar. It is, but you know what? I saw this outfit and I was like, you know what? I haven't worn this. This is an OG outfit, chat. I don't even know if you guys will remember this, but this is an OG outfit, right? Like this is OG here. I haven't worn this outfit in like a long time. It's probably been over a year since I wore this outfit, chat. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I wore it. Can you smell what the rock is a-cooking? Can you smell what the rock is a-cooking? Cute outfit is much better than cozy outfit like PJs. I mean, sometimes. Sometimes I can appreciate a good cozy outfit. That's all I'm saying, chat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes a good cozy outfit. Sometimes a good cozy outfit is all you really need, chat. The OG prawn outfit. Are you okay, Dorothy? Technically, this is like the other cosplay I have where it's actually of a trap. So this is technically a male outfit, chat. This is technically male clothing right now. So I just, you know, technically I'm not even cross-dressing right now if you want to get into specific. Or maybe I am cross-dressing if you have a different, like, if you have a different perspective on it. If you want to go to home, just tap your heel 3 times. It's not Dorothy, okay? It's not fucking Dorothy. It doesn't look like Dorothy's outfit, alright? Get the fuck out of here, man. You're a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. I like the word trap, chat. I was just watching a video like the other day about some fucking guy complaining or talking about like the femboy community and how it all started, and I'm just like, it's no place like home. Yeah, this is an actual cosplay, chat. I'm actually cosplaying a real character right now. I don't know how well I'm cosplaying them, but I don't even remember their name. But if you just look up, all I need to find it, it's just this. Blend S Trap. Yeah, the character from the show has like gray hair though. So I don't know why, and I don't know how to like compete with that. And I don't know what the gray hair is about. Like, why is there gray hair? I don't know. But I think, you know, I think I pull it off pretty well, chat. I think I pull it off pretty well. Fit check? Okay. We do a fit check. I feel like maybe the problem is that it feels like it's too... Like, if it was tighter in the back, like right there, maybe. The skirt like rises way taller than I expected it to. I wonder, should I tuck this outfit? That would better. Cosplaying as the guy that helps you with material and with Final Fantasy VII. I never played the Final Fantasy games, chat. I'm not good at turn-based anything. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Does that look better or worse? Tucked or untucked? What do you think, chat? Glasses? glasses Mookie was chewing on yesterday. Tucked always. Okay. Need a red ribbon in your hair? Yeah, I feel like it needs some contrast. Maybe if I have my little carrying purse, it'll make it look right. I do need like a red ribbon or something, or a blue ribbon or something to go with it. But I mean, it's supposed to be a maid outfit, but I feel like it makes me look fat. Like I feel like this outfit does not make me look as good as I'd like. I don't know. You do not look fat. Chad, does this outfit make my butt look big? Bourgeois girl. Cause I feel like, I don't know, Chad. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird, this outfit. I'm not sure how I feel about it. All your fits should be tight on the body at the point of you feeling uncomfortable. Okay. Does not make you look fat, you blind idiot. What do you mean? It's like, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it looks better tucked? I almost don't think it looks better tucked. What do you think, chat? Do you think it looks better tucked or not tucked? I need honest answers here, chat. I need honest answers. You're so skinny. I'm like not even that skinny. I'm fucking like average. It's better tucked. Okay. Wow. Oh my god, there's like a strand of hair, and I thought it was a fly in like the corner of my eye, but it was just my hair. Anyway, chat. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight, chat? How is everybody going? Tucked is more classic, I guess so. Just makes me feel like I have like a barrel bod a little bit. It's got that barrel bod look. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Also, what do you guys think of the pigtails? Should I keep the pigtails or dip the pigtails? I feel like if I do this, chat, and I like hide them, like chat, this is what I could look like if I had short hair. Like if I cut my hair. Hold on, wait. If I cut my hair and like you guys didn't know, like this is what my hair would look like if I had short hair. Chat, what would you do if I came back and I like looked like this? What would you do? Secondary girl in Moscow circa 1935. I'm exhausted. Check your DMs to find out why. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. Comes back from Burning Man spiritually reborn with short hair. I don't know about that, man. You know, chat, I've had literal nightmares about me cutting my hair. Like, I joke about it, but like, I would not cut my hair. Like, I don't think I would. I don't think I could do it. I'd cry. I have long ass hair, so I'd personally be like, nah. Yeah, like, dude, I've been growing out this hair for like years. I guess at this point, honestly, it's a little bit like it doesn't grow longer than what it's at right now. Like, I feel like I'm at the longest it's ever gonna get. And so, like, if I did, I would maybe, like, consider getting, like, a pixie cut if I, like, was in a midlife crisis or something. You know what I mean? Because I could just grow it back, right? It's not like I couldn't, like, grow it back or anything like that. But, like, I don't know, man. I've had literal, like, nightmares about getting my hair cut. And I was, like, each time, it's, like, it's always, like, the aftermath of the haircut, and I'm just like, why would I do that? No! Not my beautiful hair! Dude, how does the camera keep, like, getting moved over? Like, and it can't... There we go. That's much better. I sent you a real comparison? Why are you guys always DMing me while I'm on stream? Why is everybody DMing me on the stream? Yeah, I can see the comparison, but it's not. That's not the same outfit. It's not the same. Medical. This is out. This is a cost. Is a legit cosplay. Okay, it's not of Dorothy. Get some hair tonic. It probably won't work. Lol. Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to get any hair tonic, but like I literally had several dreams where like, cause like when I was a kid, dude, my grandma would always like, my whole like childhood was about me like I remember my relationship with my hair when I was younger was always like I liked having long hair. Like every time I had longer hair, I would feel better about myself and I would actually start to feel like somewhat confident. But at about that same time, like either my grandma or my like dad or somebody would be like, "You need a haircut," and then I would get a haircut and I'd get this like super short hair, and I always hated it. I always hated the way my hair looked after a haircut. Like consistently speak, I always hated it. And so like when I finally became an adult and it was just like, yeah, I'm just not getting my haircut again. It was like so freeing. It was so freeing, chat. How often do you do maintenance trim? My hair is just past my shoulders, but I've got an issue of having a lot of breakage due to fine hair, so I'll have to chop a lot of it off. That fee is real. The fear is real. I DM'd you before your stream. That's fair. Well, yeah. So you do have to get it trimmed because like if you have dead ends, like I have a bunch of split ends right now, and I need to get them fixed, and like I need a trim currently. If you want to like grow your hair properly, you have to get it trimmed up. So it's like you kind of do still have to get a haircut, but it's not like a haircut. You have to get it trimmed, and like you know, you have to take care of it if you do that. I don't know how often I do it. I haven't had it trimmed probably in 2 years. So I mean, it's not like you have to do it that often, but like I have needed to have it. I've needed to have my hair trimmed for like a year straight, and I just don't do it because I'm lazy. And I also, like, don't want to spend money on it, but just got my haircut today. I feel so much better. What's the problem with split ends? I've never had long hair. Split ends are basically just, like, if you have one strand of hair, it's like it splits at the end of it, right? It's literally what it sounds like. It's a split end of your hair. And it will, you want your hair to grow, like, strong as one. And it's never, like, if you have a split, if your hair is, like, this long, right? And then you get a split, and then you keep growing it, that split will just keep getting worse. And so then the only way to fix it is to cut it off before that split. So if you wait until your hair's like this long, and you have split ends all the way back up to here, now you have to cut your hair all the way back up to here in order to get rid of all the split ends so you can healthily grow your hair. I mean, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, and it doesn't really hurt anything. It just doesn't look good. Do you have your ruby red shoes on, Dorothy? Why does everyone think I'm fucking Dorothy? I'm not Dorothy, alright? Get the fuck out of here. This is a manly man character in a manly show about manly things, okay? This is a male, high testosterone outfit right now, and I'm not gonna hear this slander of me being goddamn Dorothy. Need to trim mine's at the bottom of my ribs. I think mine goes to, like, if I have my hair, like, straight out, like, if I... Like, right now, it's not... I guess you can kind of tell. It's hard to tell because it's in a ponytail. But you can see, like, if I pull it straight, it goes to, like, the small of my back. Like, it's pretty long. The thing about my hair is it's wavy, so it's, like... It doesn't always, It's not, like, straight hair. Some people have, like, really, really, really straight hair. And then I don't. Why can't Astra makeup? What? Why do I need makeup? Why do I need makeup? Also, I do have makeup on the stream. Not a lot, but I have eyeliner on, chat. If Astra is manly, I'm the Sultan of Dubai. Go long enough to get stuck in your ass crack in the shower. It's just because I'm Hispanic, but I've never had split ends. I think it's also just how you take care of your hair too. If you take care of your hair right, it shouldn't. You can avoid it. Especially if you're like getting your hair trimmed a lot. But yeah, no. Can I call you Dot for short? No. If you call me Dottie, then I'm gonna kill you. What did she say there? Like, if you call me Dottie, then I'll have to... I don't remember, man. I haven't seen the Animaniacs in forever. Can you sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Dude, I'm not... For $50, I'll sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. For $50. Yeah, we're out here hustling. Yeah, no. I don't know, I've like... It's like, at this point, I feel like I've had my hair at, like, max length for some time now. I think it took me probably 3 years to grow it out to this length. But now it's been, like, 6 years since it's been another, like, 3 years since it got to that length. So realistically, I mean, it does technically keep growing, but I don't know if it's gotten that much longer. But it's, you know... I don't know, I really like having long hair. So I don't know if I'll ever really cut it short. I feel like maybe I will one day just because, you know, maybe if I just want to change things up a little bit, you know, get a real refresh, you know, I need to kind of, you know, shake things up a little bit. But I don't know. For right now, like, I legit think, like, if I went to the hair person and I got a haircut and it was literally like, I would only get down to my shoulders, I think. Like, if I were to get a haircut, it would only be to here. I wouldn't get, like, a full male haircut, obviously. But, like, down to here, maybe would be kind of cute. But I don't know. I feel like that's also kind of the lesbian bob fit. I don't really want a bob. I think bobs look terrible. And whenever I see somebody with a bob in real life, I just remember the one, like, Incredibles villain with that fucking, like... You know, that tiny little, like, Incredibles villain that had that, like, super, like, bob-looking hair. I just hate bobs, dude. They look like dickheads. They're awful. If you're a girl, don't get a bob. It looks like shit. Don't get bangs. Bangs are ass, dude. Every single time. Most of the people, I guess I shouldn't say everybody, but, like, most of the time when I see somebody with bangs, I always think it looks terrible. I just think it looks bad. I know that, like, a lot of trans people, like, use bangs as a crutch. Like, bangs are, like, really good at... Like, if you're self-conscious about this part of your head, bangs are a lifesaver. But, like, I don't know, man. I've never had bangs. Helmet hair. That's kind of what it is. It literally is just helmet hair. A girl making the silencers just had a huge chop to a bob. I don't think it's that good. Let me look. I want to fucking, like, get one of her silencers. Like, I really do. Like, I don't think she'll send me one if I ask. I feel like that'd be kind of rude. Just be like, hey, can I have a free silencer? And I'll make a video about it. I guess I could. But man, do I wish that I could, because I just want a silencer so badly, chat. I want a silencer so badly. For my little 22. Alright, hold on. What? Silencer tram. I don't know. There she is. Did you just get a bob? Because I wouldn't describe this as a bob. Like, if you're gonna say that this is a bob, I would say that that is not a bob. Like, this is fine. I don't think she has bad hair. I do really want one of those silencers though. Like, I should just message her and be like, give me a silencer, please. Please give me a silencer. Please give me a silencer. Please give me a suppressor. That is not a bob. Yeah, no. What? What was that one, like, fucking... Oh my god. Incredibles villain. This, okay, this is not who I want. Where's the lady? This is what I'm talking about, chat. Oh, it's just from the New York Post, dude. I hate the New York Post. I hate it so much. Where was it? It was one of these ladies had a bob. This lady. See this haircut right here? It looks terrible. It looks bad. It looks terrible. I don't even... fuck, that's not even the worst, but like... Hold on. Incredibles little woman. This girl right here. See this haircut? Chat, you see this haircut? This one. Every once in a while, I'll see somebody unironically rock this haircut, and I'm just like, why? Why? Why would you fucking rock that haircut, man? And of all the hairstyles you could pick, you chose the worst one. Edna. I'm sorry, I haven't seen that movie in forever. Edma no, mode, not villain. Well, listen, I haven't seen that fucking movie in forever. Okay, give me a break. Give me a break. She's not a villain. Dude, I don't remember. She looks like a villain. She looks like she could be evil. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in forever. I didn't see the one that came out like recently. Like, what was it? The Incredibles 2 or something like that came out. I didn't watch that shit. Listen, man, I was not nearly enough nostalgic about that movie when it came out. Like, Incredibles is a movie that I've seen as a kid, but it wasn't one of those like childhood like movies that I was like, oh yes, this is my shit. I know a lot of people were, but like it just didn't stick with me. As the best aunties, motherfucker. I think Astra thinks of a woman with a bob and automatically thinks she's a villain. Yeah, well, obviously, like if you have a bob with that kind of hair, like you styled your hair off of the head of a penis, and you're wondering why like people think you look weird. Literally, a bob is just like you go to your hairstylist and you show them the picture of like, you know, fucking Lord Farquaad or fucking that guy from Spaceballs, the guy's helmet from Spaceballs, or just a literal picture of a penis head, and you just show it to the hairstylist and she says, "I got you, fam," and then she just gives you a bob. That's it. And because that bob just looks like a penis head. It's not sexism. That's the truth, chat, and you know it is. I don't know, some bob haircuts can look good, some goth characters from animated shows in 2000s. I guess maybe that's my problem. I'm not super into the goth girl, you know what I mean? Like, I don't hate goth girls by any means, but like, I'm not into the gothness as much. I know like I've done goth a couple times, and some people really like the goth. I feel like every time I've done goth, it looks bad on me. And partially because I have like blonde brown hair, and so my hair's just way too light to get away with doing goth, because it's not... Like, if you're gonna do goth, you need jet black hair. You need, like, black hair to do goth properly, okay? If you got, like, somewhat blonde hair at all, you can't do goth. But, like, I also just think, like, a lot of the times, it's just, like, I don't love the black, like, lipstick and, like, the over, like, I don't know, I'm just not into it. I'm just not into it. That's just a metalhead, but not goth. Exactly. I did not listen to My Chemical Romance, chat. I could not name you one My Chemical Romance song, and that's how you know I'm truly not goth. I don't know, some bob hair. Oh yeah, blonde can work well too. A ginger goth? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I think goth is overdone, kind of a little bit. I don't have a problem with people who are goth. Like I think it's a fair aesthetic to go for if it's your aesthetic. If you're like 5 foot and you have big titties and you have like black hair and you're kind of overweight just a little bit, maybe not like overweight, but like maybe like a BMI of like 130, you know, a BMI of not 130, a BMI of 30-ish, like you weigh like 130 pounds or something like that, that's peak goth girl. But like, I don't know, she doesn't see much pee-pee in real life. Did you see Kaylee put a lawnmower carburetor on an engine? I did not see that. I mean, if it works, it works though. My Chemical Romance is like way more emo amount. I don't fucking emo goth. Aren't they the same thing? Chat, I'm not in part of that like shit. BMI 130, damn. Yeah, it'd be like 500 pounds. Not trying to be a dick, but some people have no sense in matching lipstick to their skin tone. Like, the black lipstick doesn't work for everyone, and I wish more people realized that. Yeah, like, for me, I think black lipstick for me just looks really bad. Like, I've tried it a couple times. Number one, my lips are, like... I don't know if you can tell, chat, but my lips, I feel like, are pretty light red. Like... You know what I mean? They're very... It's hard. If you get to put black lipstick on them, you really have to go over it like a couple times, get a couple coats, because like it's so bright that it kind of shines, the red kind of shines through a little bit, and so it's hard to get the black to be like really good black. But then I also think like it just doesn't look as good on me. Like once it's on my like face, I just don't think it doesn't match my facial features. I have natural rose lips. People hate me for it. What? Do people have like elitism for lip color? Do I have any wigs left? I probably have a couple, yeah. My lips are too pink, my steak is too juicy, my wine is too tasty. Chat, what color are my lips? Chat, what color are my lips? What do you think? What color are they? Like a nude pink skin? What does that mean? Pinkish? Which pair? What? What? I only have one pair of lips. Closer, please. Dark pink. I don't know, chat. Is there like a tier list of lip color? Is there like a tier list? I remember one time I asked my mom if she could tell if I was wearing makeup, and she said yes, I can tell you're wearing lipstick, but I wasn't wearing lipstick, and it was weird because like she didn't notice the actual makeup I was wearing, but she thought I was wearing lipstick, but I wasn't. My lips aren't that red though, I don't think. They're more like I don't know. Give us a smoocherino. But the best lip color is the color of your nipples. Maybe, I don't know. Kiss cam. Kiss cam. Bitch got perfect lips. I don't know if it's pale skin or the estrogen that made your lips darker. Do they look darker? Did they used to look lighter? Hold on, chat. Can someone link me an OG like stream VOD so we can compare my lips from now to when I first started? I mean, I generally like you can't really see it. They're not like super red. They look the same to me, probably. I don't think they've really changed. I do think I've changed though. I think I definitely look more feminine than I used to. It's crazy what estrogen does to a motherfucker. Their girl lip color. Chat, I was watching videos about like going into the men's restroom as a trans person, and I watched a Blair White video on it, which is funny because like I don't watch Blair White, but for some reason it was like the first result, and I'm like, fuck it. She got like kicked out of a fucking bar in California because she went into the wrong bathroom, and I'm just like, dude, if that happened to me, I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be so embarrassed. I'm getting kind of nervous, chat, because I have to drive across the country in like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I have to drive across the country, and I'm gonna have to use a lot of public restrooms, and I'm not excited. I'm like low-key kind of worried. You absolutely do look more feminine now. Judging by your pre-E photos, they've gotten darker. You gonna sell it or not? I don't know. Probably not, Kettle Bear, if I'm being honest with you. Probably not in terms of selling the car. I feel like I'd be too depressed after selling the car to do that. I've just accepted that I am vehicle-less for the time being. I feel like part of the problem with this one is that the camera and the lighting was different, so I don't know if you're gonna actually notice anything different about like my face, because it's like the camera was different, the lighting was different, you know. It's hard to know if they really are darker or not. Shit, stream camera. Yeah, like I used to have I used to basically this I think this is the same camera that I used to just use as my main camera. So we really want to compare that. I gotta like get the same position here. If we're really wanting to compare it, chat. And a close up from Astra from 3 years ago. OG Astra angle. A bit late, was driving instead of asking Kaylee for her can, so ask her for one of her magic beans. If we went into the men's bathroom, wouldn't that cause a lot of double takes? I mean, it does cause double takes, right? But like, She literally, like, when I watched this video, she went, to be fair, she was wearing, like, a very feminine outfit. Like, she was wearing, like, a crop top with some other shit, you know what I mean? She was wearing a very, very feminine outfit. Kind of like a, you know, a very slutty outfit, as Blair usually does wear, because she usually dresses a little bit like a slut. Can't judge. But, basically, she, like, went into this bathroom, and immediately people were like, oh, are you supposed to be in here? And she's like, yeah, and it was weird, and then she got kicked out. She literally got kicked out of the bar she was in because she went into the men's restroom. And it was like, now I'm in California. I feel like that wouldn't happen to me just because I'm more, like, I don't generally walk into the bathroom if I'm wearing something super slutty like that. And I don't, like, I've never really worn something that slutty in public before, so I don't know, like, I probably wouldn't, like, I don't know what would happen if I used the bathroom while wearing something like that, but, like, I've never been in a position to do that. But now I'm about to go on this journey, chat, and I'm gonna have to drive across the country using public bathrooms the whole way, because there's no other bathrooms, right? So I don't know what I'm gonna do. It was a bit. Blair White is a liar. It may be. It could be a bit. I don't know if it was, though. Do you know that for sure? Are you for certain that was a bit? I don't think the video was, like, not... The video was just basically saying, like... It wasn't, like, a bad video in terms of, like, trans people. Like, it wasn't saying trans people should use the male restroom. No, Blair White can't be trusted. I don't know, I haven't, like, earnestly watched Blair White in a long time, Chad. It's been a long time. Is it a gay bar? No, it was not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was. Fuck. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm, like, a little bit nervous about it now. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I feel like I'm only going west. So I feel like the more west I go, I'll probably be better, but, like, I don't know, man. I'm always worried. Using, like, the men's restroom as somebody who's, like, trans is it's such an awkward experience. It's so awkward. But, like, I'm also, like, I don't think I've ever been into a female restroom once in my life, chat. Like, maybe when I was a baby, and I was, like, you know, like a wee baby. But, like, in my, like, adult life, I've never been into a women's restroom. She's just a trans medicalist? Big deal? Is that why people hate her? I thought people just hated her because she was conservative. I don't know, though. When was the last time you used the men's restroom? Dressed like a masked lesbian. That's what I usually dress like when I go out. I used the men's restroom probably not that long ago. It was probably the last time I went to Atlanta. Because I probably used the restroom at one of those bathrooms. So, really, it's like gas station bathrooms. I don't know if maybe it's the difference if it's like a gas station bathroom or a restaurant bathroom. I don't really know. You're the same size and height as the average woman, and you look very feminine. Maybe it would be more natural to use the women's restroom. I feel like it may be safer for me to use the women's restroom. My thing is, if I am going to get a I don't like confrontation, right, chat? So if I was to get a confrontation in the men's restroom, right, where they're like, hey, the women's restroom's over there, you're not allowed to be in here, I would probably be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, okay, whatever, you know, I'd be okay with that. Like, I would feel awkward and I'd feel embarrassed, but I'd also feel probably a little gender euphoric, you know what I mean? I'd probably be like, yeah, this is the right bathroom. But, like, if I went into the women's bathroom and some woman was in there and it was like, excuse me, the men's bathroom is over there, I would die, chat. I would simply, you know that scene from, like, Endgame when they're just like, I don't feel so good, Tony, and he just fades away? That would be me in that moment. Dude, I've seen videos of that happening to people, of, like, just women being, like, the biggest cunts in the world. This poor, like, I've seen this video of this poor fucking trans person, and they don't really pass very well, to be fair, but, like, they're clearly not trying to hurt anybody, and they're just being like, why would you come in here? This is the women's bathroom. You don't belong here. And it's just like, oh, dude. Oh, this poor motherfucker. This poor motherfucker. Let's hope there isn't a J.K. Rowling fan. Doesn't the motorhome you're taking have a bathroom? Yeah, but we're not gonna use it on the way there. If you always use a stall, most people probably won't care. I do always use a stall in the public restroom. You look feminine, so I think you're good to go to the women's bathroom. I've always said this, and I will only use the women's restroom if I get kicked out of the men's. That's the only way I'll do it. If you are in girl mode, especially, you pass 100% as a woman. I don't like, yeah, it's just the problem is I don't go in like girl mode too often when I go like in public. But like, are your sweet dessert cakes done, little Debbie? What the fuck are you talking about? Women can really be catty bitches. Yeah. Based on a lot of red state women I've seen, Astra is 99% more feminine. Go to a woman's, go to a stall, stand and piss, make it as loud as possible, throw everyone for a loop. No, dude, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. First of all, I don't stand when I go to a public restroom, generally speaking. Unless it's like a single stall. And I really don't want to sit down. Like, if the toilet's generally really gross. But like, typically, I most of the time, I don't stand up. Dude, some women piss loud. Well, they, you know, when you have the tools, when you have the ability to aim, you can aim for like the side of the bowl, right? So it's not as loud, right? If you're a woman, you can't aim other than like doing like this, right? And so you basically just gotta rock, you know, and if you just like really have to piss, you just have to rocket it down there, and it's just like a laser beam comes out of there, and you got no control over it, so it's just going straight into the water and making the loudest. This is a weird conversation, chat. Start girl moding, you girl. Some women sound like a damn fire hose when they sit down. Just hold your dress up and pee into the wall shower. What? You pee sitting down? Most of the time, yeah. Only if I'm like super lazy, but typically, especially if I know if I'm gonna be in the bathroom for longer than a few seconds, I will sit down, because it's like, why? And then like for like most of my childhood, I mean like genuinely chat, I'm not a stander, and this is not even like about being trans or being feminine. I just don't like to stand to pee 90% of the time. It just isn't, it's just like, why would I stand when I could sit? Do you like snake bites piercings? What are snake bite piercings? I don't know if I don't think I know what those are off the top of my head. Are those like, when you have the two little dots, like, where does it go on your body? Do you wash your hands after? What? Oh, do you not wash your hands when you go to a public bathroom, dude? Public bathrooms are so gross that my hands feel dirty after I wash them. Of course I wash my hands. What? The bits on the lips. I'm trying to think. I mean, just like having like two little like piercings like on your lip right here. I mean, that could look good. It could look really good. I think it's just depending on like where you put them. I don't think piercings look that good on me, but some people, they look really good. Some people can really rock the piercings. I don't know if I'm a big, I don't think me having like a like, could you imagine if I had like one of those like nose rings, chat? That'd be so weird. I feel like I like the piercings I have, chat. I have 2 piercings on my ears, and that's it. I remember not too long ago, my grandma was in town, and she, like, we were at dinner or some shit, and she just like, do you have your ears pierced? And I was like, ah, yeah. Oh, God, dude. I wasn't ready for that shit. Did you steal Wendy's dress? All you need is red hair. This is fucking anime, dude. This is a man outfit. This is a male outfit. If I were to walk outside right now, Chad, I'd be man moding, because this is a man outfit. You guys talking about, oh, is it Dorothy? Are you ready, Dorothy? Or are we Wendy? Fuck you, man. I don't even remember her name, but like, this is not that. A nose ring would look cute on you? Would it? I don't know, man. Maybe. I feel like a belly button. If I were to get any piercing, it'd probably be like a belly button piercing, right, chat? Like if I could get like a belly button piercing of some sort. Or maybe like an earring, like, you know, like something up here, or you put like the little ring up here. I think maybe it could look good. I know, my sister got... When I got these piercings done, my sister got them done at the same time, and she had, like... It did not heal right for her. You look cute. It fits your energy. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, Astra? What? Sorry for what? Dorothy isn't a man. You don't remember her name, but it's a male outfit. It's from Blend S. It's from... Look up Blend S Trap, and then you will see the character that I'm trying to cosplay. Pierce your belly button, Astra? I could. I gotta stop rubbing my eye, chat. I've got eyeliner now. Yes, belly button piercings are so cute. I think a belly button piercing would look cute. I don't know. I know who you mean now. Gray hair. Yeah, she's got like silver hair. Wearing the Dave's single combo outfit. Maybe chat. It's just subliminal messaging to get you guys to buy me some food because I'm starving. It's just subliminal messaging like, ooh, buy me Wendy's. Buy me the Dave's Hot single. Nipple piercing? I don't know. Maybe I could do a nipple piercing. Nipple piercings, I feel like if I had nipple piercings done and I had like a belly button piercing, that'd probably be like the two. And maybe like one of those top earrings. What elbow piercing? Ew. How does that work? Maybe we should just get a Prince Charles, chat. What about that? What if we get a Prince Charles? How much would someone donate for a Prince Charles? You don't like Wendy's, do you? I don't, listen, if I had Wendy's in front of me, I would eat it and not complain, but it is not my first choice for a fast food establishment. Wendy's is, eh. They're kind of eh. Hello, Puck. Not the Prince Charles, that's scary as fuck. I'd do it. Hello. Not a nose ring. Remember, you're from Iowa, and those nose rings are very reminiscent of Iowa hog rings. I guess so. I don't know. I didn't deal with that many pigs in Iowa. I didn't see that many. I did see one time I was working. I was working at that mechanic shop that I used to work at in Iowa, and we had this huge driveway that was like a football field long. It was a really long driveway to our shop, off of like I-80. It was off the highway, but basically, this truck that was carrying a bunch of pigs, like livestock, tipped over on the fucking road, and because it tipped and it was like closest, like our driveway into our shop was the closest place that they could just put the truck just so that they could sort everything, and they had to I remember I was like sitting there watching like from like my work bay and just looking out as they're like piling dead pigs on a skid steer, and it's just like, oh my god. And this I remember I drove into work that day, and this poor woman was sitting on the curb next to her truck, just like, and I'm like, oh no, because she lost her job, dude. She just lost her job for 100%, and it's like, I feel so bad for that lady. I wonder what she's doing nowadays. So Astra's vegetarian to this day. Nah, dude, I'll eat some fucking pork. I love Spam too much. Hog rings keep the hogs from riding under fences. Oh. I hope I'm not eating anymore. So much wasted bacon. You'd be surprised. So pork is like Iowa's #1 export, behind soybeans. Like, people think of corn when they think of Iowa, but Iowa is primarily a soybean and swine like state. Like, that's what they do in Iowa. They just do a bunch of soybeans and then they do a bunch of pigs, and that's like it. The pigs has, I think Iowa has like more pigs than like any other fucking like state. It's crazy. Hi, Paula. Who's Paula? Oh, you said Spam. You like Spam, but you don't fuck with Spam Musubi? What is Spam Musubi? Is that the the Hawaiian sushi thing? I never said I didn't fuck with that. I don't mind. I wouldn't not like that. I just think typically if I'm gonna eat Spam, I don't want it to Yeah, if I'm gonna eat sushi, I'd rather eat it with just normal sushi, not probably Spam. Typically when I eat Spam, I fry it. Pit check. Hey, Pug. Pit check. I should never be vegetarian. Not by choice. I love meat too much, chat. I love eating meat too much to be vegetarian. I love Spam musubi. I don't think I've ever had it. So realistically, I can't say that I don't like it because I've never had it. But I don't think I've ever said that I specifically don't like Spam sushi. I've never had it. I like Spam. I don't like raw Spam, but I like when you take Spam and you dice it up into little chunks and then you fry it. And then you put it, maybe you put some like teriyaki sauce on it while you're frying it. And then you take a bowl of rice and you put some like chicken stock in the rice as you're cooking it. And then you take that rice and you put it in a bowl with all your Spam. And you put fucking soy sauce over that whole thing. And now you've had your entire week's worth of sodium in one meal. It's great, chat. You fry the Spam musubi and glaze it with teriyaki sauce when you wrap it in the nori. So it's basically the same thing as what I just said. Honestly. When you make Spam musubi. If you're tired of pizza rolls, you can get some roasted sausage patty and make breakfast sausage sandwiches. I could, but that requires cooking. I'm like, I don't really want to cook right now. Because like right now, if I want to cook anything, I have to go outside and turn on my gas, and it's annoying. This does look pretty good, I won't lie. Like, it looks pretty good. I mean, that does look pretty good, I won't lie. It does look pretty good. I do think I'd still rather have normal sushi over that, but still, yeah, it looks pretty good. She cut it too thick. Definitely sexy fit. I can think of a movie title, Dorothy Does Oz. So the highlight horror is on a roll. They're gonna send it back if you don't pick it up? What are you talking about, Cuddle Bear? What are you talking about? You mean the package? It's hard. I'm gonna, like, listen, I'll say it again, chat. It's really hard for me to go to the PO Box right now. It's really hard for me to do that. I will say, generally, if you guys are thinking about sending something to the PO Box, let me know beforehand, because especially if if it's like a big package, I can't get it from the PO Box. It's very, listen, chat, we out here struggling. I don't have a car, okay? It's not, I wish that I could just go and get shit as I wanted, but I'm carless at the moment, so maybe that just prefer it that way. I'm not really hopping on it. Fried Spam? I do like fried Spam. You tried Vienna sausage? I have not tried Vienna sausage. Whenever I think of Vienna sausage, I just think of, I think of that one fish who ate a Vienna sausage. You know, my big package is in your box. I know that one's there, Derek. But again, it's kind of the same situation where it's like, how am I going to go and get those packages? Especially a long box. Like, I love the long boxes, but I can't get it, chat. This is why, like, it is tempting for me to be like, you know what, I'll just sell as much shit as I can to just buy a car. Chat, I worked on the bike earlier today, and I became so fucking, I'm so upset about it. I'm thinking I'm at the point with the bike where I just need to take a break from it and not think about the motorcycle for a couple weeks. Because now I have to fucking probably put a new rebuild kit in the carburetor. So I have to order another rebuild kit for the carburetor and then fucking put it in and then put everything back together. And I'm just like, that is too much work for me right now. Fuck that. I'm not even gonna worry about this fucking motorcycle for like a month. Cause I'm mad. I bought this, I guess it was my fault for buying kind of a shitty quality Chinese rebuild kit. But for some reason, the float will not, I don't know why, but the float on the right side of the carburetor just is broken for some reason. Or it's not set up correctly, or something's wrong with it. Because if you turn on the fuel, and you wait, like 10, or not even, like, if you wait like 3 minutes after you turn on the petcock, typically what should happen is that the bowls should fill with fuel, but then as the floats reach the top, it should cut off the fuel flow, and then it should just stabilize, and it shouldn't leak out anywhere. Mine, if you turn it on, it will just start pouring out of the overflow fill, or the overflow valve on the carburetor, and it just, so it's obviously the float is either stuck, or something's not happening right, where the float isn't cutting off the flow of fuel into the carburetor, so it's just coming out the overflow. And so now I have to fucking take the carburetor off the bike again, take the carburetor apart again, put in another rebuild kit in it, because obviously that one fucking sucks, again, and then hopefully put it all back together and have it work. And I'm just like, at this point, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. I think the worst sausage that exists in andouille, fucking poop sausage, and someone thought, you mean andouille? I think the worst sausage that exists is andouille, fucking poop sausage. It would make a splendid meal. No, intestine sausage has no place on this earth like it was made of. You realize sausage is traditionally made with intestine, right? Like, that's what the casing typically is like intestine lining, right? Like, that's the casing of the sausage. That's like all sausage is made like that. Well, like, what are you talking about, dude? Every single sausage is made like that. And if you're talking about andouille sausage is fucking delicious. All right, let me get one thing straight. Andouille sausage is fucking delicious. Yeah, andouille fucking slaps. It's like Cajun sausage, dude. It tastes delicious. Yeah, Facey, we'll get it running. I'll get it running, but just go to the borrow cart from local Publix and use that to get the bigger packages in P-Box. Maybe a spring just needs to be adjusted to replace? I don't think so. Maybe, but it's hard to say. I think the word sausage... Oh, yeah. I think it was already gone from the last stream. Is the Mustang still available? Not that specific Mustang, no. They sold that specific Mustang that I was looking at. Obviously, if I sold everything, I could look and I could find a different vehicle. Like, if I sold the RX-7 and I sold my toolbox and I sold my Rebel and I got everything sold, then I could probably look for something under, like, around the $4,000 range. And for $4,000, I could probably buy a project car that I could turn into a daily driver relatively easily. But that's all I could get. You're not gonna buy a daily driver out of the box for $4 grand in 2026, but I could probably get a Mustang, and maybe it needs a wheel bearing, or maybe it needs a head gasket or whatever, but I could probably buy that and do that work to it and then have a relatively decent daily driver. But it's just more work. It's just like, I wonder what VRL thinks of Weiss worse. Andouille and Andouillette are two separate ones. I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. I'm not sure. Sure, will the Purple Rain make it to Burning Man back? Not to Burning Man. I'm not taking it to Burning Man. Not this year. No way. But I mean, internal is stuffed with intestines. Oh, that's nasty. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not, but I'm talking about andouille sausage. Andouille sausage is delicious. But yeah, I don't know, chap. I don't like talking about it because I feel like it's kind of sad. It's kind of depressing to talk about the car situation, but I talk about it too much probably. But I don't know. I'm hoping that, you know, I imagine like if I give myself like a week or two, and I'll just finally just be like, I'll get enough. I'll finally recharge enough to just be like, I gotta go back out there and rebuild the carburetor. It's nothing like that difficult that I can't do. It's not like I'm absolutely like, it's not like there's an absolute like roadblock between me and getting it done. It's just annoying, and I'm just so tired of it that I'm just like, okay, I don't even want to, I don't even want to look at that bike right now. You're right, andouille is a pork blend, andouille is just straight guts. Ew. We must keep talking about cars to make you even more sad. Exactly. Exactly, chat. I don't know. So it is like tempting to sell the RX-7 and to do everything like that. But I don't think I will. I think, you know, I don't think that like the problem is going to be solved immediately. If I did do that, chat, if I sold all my shit, I sold all the RX-7, I sold everything that I have just so I could buy a car that works, I think that I'm going to end up in kind of the same position that I'm in now, where I'm like, if I buy a Mustang that needs a head gasket, right? Like, here, where was it? There was that white Mustang that I found on Facebook, and it was, like, pretty decent, but it needed, a head gasket. But it was a V8, and it was nice, but it just needed a head gasket. So maybe if I could do that, buy it, and then do the head gasket on it. But I feel like doing a head gasket, it's gonna be a pain in the asshole, dude. It's just gonna be a pain in the asshole to do, like, that much work to it. That's all I'm saying. And I've made the critical error of opening up Facebook Marketplace, and now I'm totally distracted. Totally distracted by Dragon Ball Z statues. It's a nice golden. Alright, hold on, let me look at this. Let's see, can we find... If I go to vehicles... Pain in your asshole? The asshole or the asshole? What? You for real? Books, comics, or manga? I recently got all 9 copies of number 6, and I'm so excited to read them. Yaoi time? I like manga, but I don't like comics as much. I'm not as big into the comic game, you know what I'm talking about, chat. I'm not... I like, BB always tries to get me into it, but I just... Superheroes from, like, Marvel or DC just make me so bored. I'm just, like, anything from Marvel or DC or anything adjacent to Marvel or DC just makes me so tired. Like, oh, this again. I remember when My Hero Academia came out and I watched, like, the first 2 seasons of it. And I was like, I remember just being like, man, this is so much, like, nicer than, like, Western superhero content. Like, I like this a lot more than, like, Western stuff. And then that show kind of got lame, and I stopped watching it, and I didn't really care about that after, like, the 2nd season. But I just, like, anytime you, like, anything Marvel, anything, like, DC, I just don't care anymore. Like, the past, like, the last Superman was not good. The Superman was good, but, like, the Superwoman or whatever wasn't very good. Like, every other thing they do sucks. Like, the Green Lantern, like, I don't care at all about Green Lantern. Like, I could not give a shit about the new Green Lantern series that's coming out. I just couldn't care less. Fuck it, I just hate, and it's like, I feel like I get pushed so hard with it that I'm just like, it just pisses me off, man. It just pisses me off. But manga, I can get down with manga. Way too much reading in comics. I've tried to watch My Hero, but fuck, it was bad. I had to check out after season 2. Yeah, it just didn't. It was really kind of lame after season. I don't even remember. I watched it so long ago, but it was kind of turned like shit. I think it's generally more interesting than comics, if I'm honest. I do think so too. And a lot of the comics you know, a lot of the manga I read is not like your normal like superhero manga either. It's like I don't read a lot of action manga. I feel like there's a couple mangas that I read that were action mangas that were really good, but they're more so like rom-com. I'm such like a fucking like woman when it comes to my taste in manga. I love like rom-coms and like pretty much that's my shit. Like, I like rom-coms when it comes to manga. Give me a good rom-com and I'm happy. Hello, Puck. You're so cute, Puck. Puck's just like at my feet looking at me with his big green eyes. She's so cute. Akira is a classic and Berserk is amazing. I haven't watched it. I watched the original Berserk anime, but I have not read the comic, and I really want to because the Berserk anime was crazy good. And I've like seen like parts of the comic, and I know the comic is just crazy cool. The comic might be one of the, or the manga of Berserk might be one of the coolest things ever. But read the Berserk anime or manga. That's what I need to do. I need to. I've watched Akira the movie, but I've not read the manga for Akira. That's another thing I've heard is really good. Yeah. I don't know, chat. I haven't like read a manga in a minute. I feel like the last manga I read was like Boku to Girl or something like that, which is like one of my favorites of all time. I love that one. Anything that I can self-insert in is just like a great. I love it. Anytime I can self-insert in a anime or manga, I'm here for it. I don't know. I just can't do the superhero stuff anymore. It's like, this A-list actor has got a problem. This alien race is here is causing existential threat to the human race, and only one man can stop it. Ant-Man. Like, I fucking don't care about Marvel, dude. There's a vibe that you get from a Marvel content, and it makes me sick. It makes me sick. Serial Experience Lane. I mean to like watch that or read that comic. I've needed to for a minute. I feel like that's right up my alley, but I haven't. That's just favorite anime is Kiss Sis. Kiss X Sis. It is. Don't even listen. Kiss X Sis is what raised me, chat. You want to know why I turned into the person I did today? It's because of that fucking anime and manga. I've read that entire manga. It's pronounced mango. My mango. Who was Kang? Fujo Shistra. Dude, Puck is so cute. She's just like laying down right in front of me. She's so cute. Yeah, I don't know, chap. Serial has a legendary intro though, I'm sure you know. Isn't it, Isn't it that one, what, I feel like I know the song that is the intro, I just can't remember the name of it. Duvet Boa, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, that's the song. I can hear it in my head, like, I can hear the song, like, going, and I would try to sing it right now, chat, but I don't want to embarrass myself. But now it's stuck in my head, now I can hear it, and it's just like, ah, great. Why do you like Kiss the Six? Because you like brother and sister relationship? No. No, I don't. And I don't like it. Funnily enough, I attached myself to that anime not because of anything. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I never, like, found any sexual gratification to watching that show. That show just was my childhood, chat. I don't know why. But, like, no, Nenical, to answer your question, no, that's gross. But, listen, they're not blood related, so it's okay. It's still fucking gross, dude. It's still gross. But that's part of, like, why I like it, is because it's so... You know, there's some, like, interesting thing when you look at it like that, where it's like, the characters in that anime are baseline awful people, and you kind of know that from the get-go that they're all awful people. But yet, that's what makes the characters endearing. Like, I like those characters because they are a little awful. They are a little bit awful. And you know what? I'm about it. I'm here for it. Like... Oh, hello, Puck. She's so cute. I'm sorry. Puck is just being adorable. Hello, Puck. She has said she'd fuck her own clone. That's true, I would fuck my own clone, but... You don't seem to understand. Fun fact, the first time an English-speaking song was used in anime. Really? And she's like, help me stepper, I'm stuck? No, thank you, dude. That's not it, man. That's not it. I'm really not into that. I'm really not, to be honest with you, chat. In fact, I would just not, like, I just don't want to, I don't want to even think about that, because that's gross. Everybody would do that. I do feel like everybody would fuck their own clone. I mean, most people would. I would. I would fuck myself. If there was a clone of myself right here, I would fuck myself. Do they open the door for anime to start using English songs? I feel like most of the time they don't, though. I feel like a lot of anime intros are really good. Fuck She's just so cute. I can't like express to you guys how distracting it is to have like the cutest cat in the world just like down here, like over here, just looking at me. You are so cute, Puck. I love you so much. You take such good care of your kitties. I do that, my Puck. Cats aren't really hard to take care of, especially Puck. She's pretty good on her own. She's just like lopped over right now. If you really believe that, then you should clone yourself while you're still alive so you can go fuck yourselves. Arnold Schwartz. I think I mentioned this in another stream, but season 2 of Death Note intro sounds kind of like Japanese System of a Down. I have not seen Death Note. I know everybody's like, you gotta watch Death Note, but it's one of those animes that I only know from like AMV memes. Like I've seen like the La Vida Loca like AMV one too many times. So whenever I think of like Death Note, I just feel like I just hear La Vida Loca in my head. Whatever that is, that what that song's called? Black cats and the voodoo dolls. That's I just every time I think of that song, I think of Death Note. I'm getting sick and tired of the same Death Note meme. Wait, what's that song? What song? It's the La Vida. It's maybe that's not the name of the song. It's not La Vida Loca. It's It is Loca, La Vida Loca. That was in Death Note. No, it wasn't, but someone made an, Viva La Vida. I think that's the right one. It wasn't in the show, it was an AMV somebody made of the show. So it was like, and it was like a fan-made thing, but it was an AMV. And then there was one of them, you know what? It wasn't an AMV, actually. Now that I remember this correctly, it was actually more legendary than an AMV. It was a Thursday meme. And it was, so basically it was Death Note, but with the Gachimuchi, you know, meme, and it was also that song overlaid each other. So there was like the Viva La Vida song with gay porn actors and Death Note all mixed into one video. It was great. Chat, I don't even know if you guys even know like of the Thursday meme and the Gachimuchi memes. I love the Gachimuchi memes. The leather club's 3 blocks down, bud. Fuck you. I love that shit, man. That might be one of the greatest memes of all time. I think so. I like that Dragon Ball flower meme. Hello, Puck. The Dragon Ball flower meme? I don't think I've seen that one. Chat. How are the overlords? Well, Puck is right here being adorable. So, Puck is pretty good. She's pretty adorable. And I love her. And Mugi, I fed her right before the stream. I don't know where she went, but she's somewhere over there. Sweet cat mama. Careful. I think I just smoked some Dragon Ball flower. Fuck, dude. Shit, man. Chat, I have to decide what I want to eat again. I hate food. What? Chat, should I do pizza rolls for a 3rd day in a row? Should I do a 3rd day pizza roll game? Should I do 3 days of pizza rolls? Should I do that, or should I go get McDonald's? Because I feel like I could go get McDonald's. It has been a couple days since I've had McDonald's. New glass pipe too, and it hits kind of hard. A glass pipe? Now, I wouldn't... Listen, glass pipes are pretty cool, and you can get some cool glass pipes. But I would probably not go with a glass pipe. I feel like pipes hurt. If I'm gonna be at home, just use a fucking bong, dude. Subway, I had Subway not too long ago. And when I went there, they toasted my fucking sandwich. And I was a little bit upsetty spaghetti that they toasted my sandwich. So now I'm not going back to Subway for at least a month. No pizza rolls. No pizza rolls? No pizza tolls? Costco hot dog? Yeah. I'm not into hot dogs recently. If I'm gonna eat a hot dog, it's gonna be my own hot dog. I'm not gonna pay $1.50 for a hot dog. I mean, that's not terrible for a hot dog, but ball knowledge. There's literally no other foods around me. I mean, there is. Like, I could go to... Technically, I could go to, chat. There's plenty of options. I could go to, Chipotle, which I'm not going to do. Partially because I had Chipotle not that long ago. I could go to McDonald's. I could go to Culver's. I could go to Taco Bell. I could go to Subway. I could go to, Waffle House even if I wanted to. The problem is, I could go to all these places. Culver's, hands down. Yeah, Culver's is the best, obviously. But here's the issue. If I go to Culver's, I'm spending minimum $16 if I go to Culver's, right? I could do that. I could do that. I could go to Culver's, you know what I mean? I could do that. But it's minimum $16. Minimum, right? If I go to McDonald's, I can get a 20-piece McNugget for like $8. So, it's like 20. I know, it's expensive. I mean, that's if you get like a shake. I would only get like a butter burger with cheese curds and that would be it. Oh, hello, Bat Vibes. It's at least 20 or 15 to 20 depending on what you get. Yeah, it's too expensive. And it's like I could go to McDonald's and get fucking chicken nuggies, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of like I always get chicken nuggies. I'm kind of not feeling the chicken nuggies right now either. Kind of not feeling the chicken. I'm kind of not. And then it's like, if I get McDonald's and I want to get, like, the Big Mac, I'm kind of not feeling the Big Mac either. I'm really not feeling McDonald's right now. Honestly, I'm not feeling McDonald's. But I'm also not feeling pizza rolls. I don't know. I could go back to Walmart, I guess, and I could get some ramen, but ugh, I don't want to go to Costco. Or I don't want to go to fucking... I don't want to go to fucking... I don't want to go to Walmart. Grilled cheese sandwich. I don't have bread. No McDonald's. Got it. I mean, I could go for McDonald's, but I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm just like, I'm kind of at that point where I'm just so, like, annoyed by it. I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care. Pizza rolls it is. Pizza rolls it is. Third day in a row for pizza rolls. Can I get number 3? Day number 3 for pizza rolls? Can I get number 3? Eat some cup ramen? No, because I'd have to go turn on my gas to go do that, and I'm not. You're not about to see me go fucking turn on my gas just so I can boil some water, just so I can eat like mid-tier ramen that's garbage. It's not even as good as like the normal ramen that I could just have if I had just bought the right shit. It's terrible. Hydrate? Okay. So I'm not going to Costco. I don't want to go to fucking Costco. Dude, that's fucking awful. Eat ass? There's no ass to eat, chat. I can't eat my own ass. I would if I could. I would if I could, chat. I would if I could. Astra grows for the triple. In fact, turning on your range is a whole operation. Yeah, because I think there's like a gas leak somewhere or something like that. So but I don't know. I have to have like a plumber look at it. But basically, every time I want to use my stove, I have to go outside of my house, over around the side of my house to my propane tank, and I have to turn it on. And then when I'm done cooking, I have to go back outside and turn it off. Otherwise, my whole propane tank will be empty by morning, and I don't want to deal with that. So, it's annoying. It's, like, really a pain in the ass to do anything, if I'm gonna cook anything. So I just don't want to. And then plus, it's like, then you have to do dishes, and it's like, I mean, I don't want to fucking, oh my god. It's like, this is the problem, chat. I'm too lazy for this. Like, I'd have to, like, go, and I'd have to go outside, turn my gas on, cook, go out, back outside, turn my gas off, and then I have, like, a whole fucking load of dishes to do. It's like, or I could just make some pizza rolls. Could just make some pizza rolls. That's possible. Have you told your property manager? Yeah. I mean, I'll get a deal taken care of. Is that a gold Kappa? Does somebody get a gold Kappa? Gold Kappa hype train? Wait, you can get a gold Kappa? Did I get that? I don't think so. That's crazy. I've never seen a gold Kappa though. You should make BB come up and turn it on and then turn it off when you're done. Yeah, I should do that for sure. You want to drive an hour, BB, just to turn on my gas? Also, thank you, Taco, for giving this up the bat vibes. Should make BB. Oh yeah, that's dangerous, and you should see about that right away. I know, and it's something I have to take care of. I don't think it's like leaking bad enough that I can't cook with it, but it's I don't know. Gold Kappa hype train in progress. Someone needs. There's like a minute and 20 for someone to like gift enough subs to get the golden Kappa. I don't know, chat. I don't know how many subs it takes to get the golden Kappa. Actually, you're literally a master diesel mechanic. Oh shit, Trace, and thank you for the 5 gifted subs! Did we get the gold Kappa? Did we get the gold Kappa? We got the hype train! We got the golden Kappa hype train! I'm actually kind of excited, chat. Do I get the gold Kappa? Wait, how does that work? To what level do you have to... What? I don't know. Some way. There's a way of doing it. Actually, you're literally a master diesel mechanic. You can only say I need to have someone look at it. For anything, not even herpes. Lol. Dan, that means you have to go out and lug your propane tank on your bike to get refilled every time. A-stare. Yeah. Whoever contributes, not sure if the streamer gets it too. Damn. Damn. Oh well. Gift 1 sub for a reward. 400 bits or 1 sub to complete level 2. Can I do my own bits? Can I like... can I send my own bits? Do I have bits that I can send? You cannot cheer in your own channel. No, I can't. That's upsetting. Whoops. Well. Wait, Trace, and did you get the golden Kappa? The contributors and the streamers get the emo the contributors and the streamer get the emo for 24 hours. Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. It's kind of lame that you only get it for 24 hours, though, so, I don't know. But thank you, Tracy, for the 10 gifts and subs. I just started my first drink in close to 20 years. Ooh. That's crazy. What? Well, hold on, Cuddle Bear. What made you decide to have a drink tonight? What about this stream has driven you to drink after 20 years of sobriety? I have a day remaining for my current sub. That's if she could fit the propane tank. Usually I just take my mom's car because the Ace Hardware is open on the weekends, and so I can actually just take my mom's car to that. Problem with the P.O. Box is that they're not open on the weekends. They're only open when my mom is working, so it doesn't work. If I'm Mexican with Spanish genes, how much of a white guy am I? I mean, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're a Mexican guy with Spanish genes, isn't that most... is that fucked up to say? Isn't that most Mexicans that have... I mean, there's a reason why Mexicans speak Spanish. Right? Like, my... What? Thanks to the sub, yeah. Over here in Cali, I can just take my empty tank to the CVS and exchange it for a full one for $20. That's not so bad. It takes like $30 to fill my tank. I have a pretty big tank. It's like this big. And it lasts for like a long time. It lasts like 8 months or some shit like that. And it's like 30 bucks to fill it up. It's really not that bad. Cancelled. I'm white with blue jeans. How much of a white guy am I? You got the blue jeans. Got them denim jeans. Astra grab your cuddle air to drink. Unlock a random emote? Oh, never mind. Gift, quick, someone gift 1 sub for level 2. Someone give 1 single sub. Can we get 1 sub for level 2? So somebody can get the golden kappa. We gotta get, someone has to get the golden kappa here tonight, chat. Subs or bits, or 400 bits. We're getting into identity politics, shaking my head. We're going back into the conversation earlier about bathrooms. Chat, tell me the truth, chat. Would you be uncomfortable if you were in the male restroom at a public venue and I walked in? Would you be uncomfortable? Cooking in Astra's mobile home involves propane and propane accessories. Propane and propane accessories. Whoa! No. Uncomfortable? Is that a trick question? I'm just saying, like, okay, if you guys didn't know who I was, and he didn't, like, it wasn't like, oh, that's Astra. Like, imagine you're just a normal guy in a normal, like gas station men's restroom, and I walk in. What do you do? Probably try to flirt or something. Flirting in the male's restroom is, like, crazy. Hey, Trace, it says, oh my god, we got it. Oh my god, Chad, I got the golden kappa. I got the golden kappa for at least 24 hours. Hell yeah. We got the golden kappa, boys. I'll make eye contact with strangers, so I don't care. I was born in Cali. My parents are Mexican, but my mom is more on the white side. I'm kind of light tannish, but I work night shifts, so I'm getting bleached by the moon. I think you can get bleached by the moon. I don't think that's how that works. I think you, me, and Trey got it. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Golden Kappa gang. I'm gonna have to raid. I hope Maddie's streaming so I can raid her and then Golden Kappa in her stream. I'd ask for your phone number. I don't know, chat. I just, like, it is something that I am a little worried about. I feel like that is, like, I'm thinking about this big long trip, and that is, like, the one thing that I'm, like, kind of actually somewhat nervous about is, like, dude, what if I, like, have a confrontation in the bathroom? Like, what if I'm, like, in the middle of, like, Utah or some shit, right? Like, what if I'm in Utah and I'm in some sort of, like, public restroom out of Utah, and it's a men's restroom, and I walk inside, and what if some dude is just taken aback by it so much that he, like, literally has a conniption? Like, all it takes is for one, like, slightly autistic guy with really strong opinions to just kind of, like, make a deal out of it. I'm not gonna lie, that's what the fuck you're doing in Cali, and ask if you want tacos, and I would say 100% I want tacos. Hell yes, we want tacos. I think Maddie returns to streaming tomorrow. Damn. Tell him, bro, I'm just trying to drain the hose. The Mormon threw restroom. Threw you out of a restroom. The Mormons? I'm saying they could. And the Mormons could throw me out of a restroom. Theoretically. Do you think they would, though? The question is, do you think if I went into, like, let's say I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, right? Let's say, because I think if I'm gonna drive through Utah, I might not drive through Utah, but if I do, could you imagine, like, being in, like, a Salt Lake City, Utah restroom and, like, having, like, to go inside of a fucking, like, public restroom? I don't think many men would get mad, at least not modern American men. Someone sent Astra Hawaiian pizza, would not eat it. Go to your sheriff's office and get your concealed carry license, then see how many states honor it. You could do that. Why would you drive through Utah? Well, I don't know. It depends on which route we're taking. You can either go from, like, it's either like I-40 or I-80 all the way to Nevada. And so basically we either have to drive all the way north towards I-80, and then like drive all the way to the west on I-80, or we get on I-40 and then go all the way west on I-40. I keep hearing like what I think is a cat chewing, but I think it's just my chair. Dude, tacos in Cali were too expensive now. It's like $5 pop. Now I only know one truck that sells it for $1.5. No longer live anywhere near there. Damn. I think there's a certain degree of performative action that has to take place before men get mad in a restroom. I think most guys just want to do their business. This is probably true. Look at my golden kappa next to my fish. Good for stolen Legos. 80 would be seriously out of the way unless there's something up there you want to go see. Not specifically. Could check on the ARX-7. I wouldn't be getting that close, but yeah. Are you going to drive through Tennessee? I don't know. Let me see here, chat. Let me open up maps and see what the route is. Black Rock City, Nevada, directions, Atlanta, Georgia. Which sucks. I have to drive 6 hours. I have to drive 7 hours to Atlanta before I even start the fucking thing. That's gonna suck. Yeah, so if you look at this, right, chat, there are like 3 different routes I could take. So the one that it automatically defaults to is the I-80 route. So basically I'd be coming up through Tennessee, up through Kentucky, all the way through St. Louis. And then here's where I would like normally turn north to go to Iowa if I was going like home to Iowa. But instead you just cut across straight to Kansas City. And then all the way up into Lincoln, Nebraska, all the way through Nebraska. God, that would suck. This is why I don't think we're gonna take this route, because the idea of driving all the way through Nebraska makes me sad. And I'd rather not do it. But then we do get to drive through like the mountains in Wyoming, and that would be kind of cool. I've never been in Cheyenne. And then yeah, I would go through Salt Lake City. That'd be kind of cool. This part of the journey on the I-80 route, I think would be pretty cool. Like this part of it. This part of it would probably be pretty difficult for me, because like I've done this stretch of road. Like I've been on this stretch of road like plenty of times, so that wouldn't be like interesting for me. But like, especially like these 2 lower ones, like I could go on this one. It's not even longer. It's just like 20 miles longer. And then instead of having to go all the way up north to I-80, we're just driving through Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, and then Nevada. I think this might be the one we take. And also, I think I remember asking an AI, and I think this is actually going to cost more in gas because there's more elevation change if you're going to I-80. I think this might be the road. But then, chat, then I have to use public bathrooms in Alabama, Mississippi, and Arkansas. If someone's gonna murder me for being in the men's restroom, it's gonna be in Alabama. 100%. I wonder why 10 isn't on there too. It is. It's just the bottom one. You gotta hit the trucks. Homie tacos are better, like $2 a pop. I'm trying to imagine what I would do with Astra alone in a locked restroom. I like where this is going. I'm seriously, Astra, get your conceal. It took me 20 minutes here to do it. If I were to get my concealed carry license, it would be kind of a process. You have to go to the sheriff's office and do it. I'm probably not going to take my gun, though. Guns aren't allowed at Burning Man, so I would have to leave it somewhere, and so I wouldn't take my gun. And plus, I'm not going to be alone, so I don't feel like that's... I feel like if I was going alone, I would take a gun, but I'm not going alone, so I'm not that worried about. Only a true Iowan could hate Nebraska so much. Go Hawkeyes. Ugh. Ugh. Aren't there Buc-ee's all over the place on the route? On the bottom one, yeah. I was thinking 10 more from Florida. Yeah, well, I'm not going from Florida. I have to go to Atlanta first. I have to drive to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta, I'm going from Atlanta to Black Rock. And that's basically how we're gonna do it. Family Guy had a skit about that? I don't know, chap. I don't know, chap. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Hopefully, I'm a little bit nervous about it. Mainly just because I'm not really worried about the drive there. I think the drive there will be fine. I think we'll be okay. It's the drive home that I'm really worried about. Like, I feel like after a week of being at Burning Man and partying and being tired, I feel like the last thing I'm gonna want to do after Burning Man is drive 40 hours home. But that might be what we get. How you getting there if the bike not working? I'm probably gonna buy a rental, Cuddle Bear. I'm gonna get a rental from an airport, and then go. Like, if you pick up a rental from like Orlando Airport or like Tampa Airport, I'll probably go to Orlando. It sucks because I'm gonna have to go out. Like, especially if I go to Tampa, I'm gonna have to drive an hour south before I drive an hour north, and that would suck. I don't really want to do that, if I'm being honest with you, Chad. I really don't want to do that. So I'll probably go to Orlando, or have my mom drive me to Orlando or Sanford and buy a rental car over there, and then from there go all the way north to Atlanta. I'll probably spend like a day in Atlanta, just chilling, and then we'll head out probably on the 24th. So it's gonna be like the 24th when we're actually on our way. Go to Bucky's restroom. I found they're usually super busy and nobody would give a fuck, and you can peruse the expensive ass bathroom art, so buy while you wait. Yeah, well, Bucky's is, I wouldn't feel unsafe in a Bucky's. Bucky's is great. Bucky's is a national treasure. But I'm talking about, like, the side of the road gas station in Alabama that is shit. And you really have to take a piss. You can get a rental closer than Orlando. Can I? I don't know if I can. Estimated car cost? Typing in caps isn't necessary to get Astra to read your message. Yes, it is not. You do not have to do that. Not gonna lie, I don't like how the toilet water is so high in the toilet bowl compared to European toilets. What? What? That's a weird thing to complain about. Leesburg would have some at least. I don't think it works the same because it's like cheaper if you order it. Because if you get it from an airport, you can go from airport to airport. Like, the rental companies that I think I'd use are airport rental, like Hertz or something. Like, if you go to a Hertz rental company in Orlando and you go to the, like, that's how we did it last time, is like BV rented a car from Tampa and we just drove it to Atlanta Airport and we dropped it off at Atlanta Airport, and then my friend will pick me up from the airport once I get there and drop off the car. Why would you get murdered in Alabama? Do you think the state hates transgender people? Have you seen that Top Gear special, Medical? Have you seen that Top Gear special where Top Gear literally almost got killed by a bunch of rednecks because they had like some bullshit spray painted on their car? Listen, I think Alabama is probably not that dangerous, especially in 2026. I feel like everywhere is kind of, I don't think there's a place in this country that is so backwards and hick, you know, that they're just gonna kill you for being trans outright. But you don't know. You never know. Maybe it's just the wrong person at the wrong time. It's just like, I hate trans people so much that if I just saw one, I would end their existence. If I just had one opportunity, I could do with a felony. I could really do with a felony right about now. And that motherfucker over there, to be careful for my pee-pee to not touch the water. Listen, in America, if you have that problem, that's considered a good thing, okay? That's considered bragging rights, Cuddle or Disco. If the dick touches the water, that's bragging rights. Just accept it and move on. My eyes can't roll back further in my head. Fucking gross though. Yeah, but like, think about next time it happens, think about all the guys who can't touch the water. Like, I have never ever once had the problem of my dick touching the water in a toilet. Not once, dude. Not even close. Not even close. So just be, you know, just count your blessings. That's all I'm saying. Just count your fucking blessings. Shit, they almost got attacked while they were baiting people. I mean, they weren't baiting people. They literally just wrote, like, man love okay and, like, Hillary for president and, like, country music sucks on their cars. That was it. That's what they wrote. They just wrote that, and then they literally fucking, like, got chased out of Alabama all the way to Mississippi. Hello, Puck. The subtle humble brag. Lay the anaconda over the sea, just don't let it touch the floor. Alright, chat. Well, I've got to find something to eat here. I think I'm gonna dip it. I'm gonna do a little bit of a dip. Just a little bit of an early dip. Well, chat, actually, you know what? I'll go 12 minutes. I'll go for 2 hours. I'll go an extra 10 minutes just to get the full 2 hours in. I don't know who we're talking about Top Gear. Yeah. I won't end stream yet. I made a decision, then I immediately went back on that decision. Damn, dude, I do not want to fucking deal with this bike anymore. Oh, man. Happy scavenging for food. Girls can do that, Astra. Can do what? Can complain about having to do work on a motorcycle? That's fucking annoying. I already said the thing. I know you already said the thing, but like I looked down, I was like, you know what, it's 8:19, it's probably time to end. And then I looked down at the time that I've been streaming, and I'm like, it's only 10 minutes. I only have to stream for an extra 10 minutes, I get to 2 hours. Okay, chat, we'll do an extra 10 minutes. You know what, chat? Should we do some GeoGuessr for the last 10 minutes of the stream? Should we do some GeoGuessr? Change their mind, Lana DE Mobile. What? Should we do some GeoGuessr, chat? Should we do some Melee? Should we play some Melee so I can get angry on stream? I've been so, like, upset with Melee recently. I've been so sad about Melee. What do you think, chat? What should we do? Should we do some GeoGuessr? I might just do some GeoGuessr, chat. I might just do it. Stop playing ranked all the time. You enjoy Smash again. You don't understand, dude. There is no... I know you're rage baiting me right now, Taco, but like, you don't understand, dude. You don't understand, like... You just don't understand, like, the pain that is having to fucking play goddamn fucking Smash Bros. Melee. It's from a line from Birdie's Rigoletto. I've not seen that. Guitar, I could play guitar. Maybe I'll play guitar next stream. I don't know. I need to like get a better guitar setup. It's wave dashing is stupid. That's such a copium answer, dude. That's such copium. It's so impressive how much copium that is. I'm not good at a game, so I'm gonna criticize the mechanics that make it good. That's pretty cool. I think this is the same material my outfit is made out of. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Why is that gotta be on there? Oh my goodness. Instant seed. You're just molding. Why? Every fucking... God damn it. You're just molding. Every single fucking listing's gonna have the same guitar. Okay, that's fair. It's fair. No, that's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's whatever, you know. This one's actually pretty nice. That one's actually kind of nice. Because you looked it up so much. Felt different, then you could beat me in Melee, but you can't. You can't. No matter how hard you try, you can't beat me in Melee. No matter how much you want to believe it, you can. You cannot. You cannot do it. It's not in your ability. Like the purple, but automatic. See, this is what my car can look like, chat. This is what my car could look like. I don't want to get rid of my car. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't want to get rid of my car, chat. I just don't. Now, what is this guitar? I need to look at this for a moment. Dude, that is full on titty. That is crazy. I can't even believe that. Can't even believe that. Astra is easy to beat in Melee. I beat Astra in the most up-to-date competitive version. It's not the most up-to-date competitive version. That's just bullshit. Literally, everybody who plays the game will tell you that it's not even as competitively viable. The competitive skill ceiling for Ultimate is not nearly as high as it is for Melee, and you know it, and you're just coping that you can't beat me in Melee. You just can't beat me in Melee. And every time we play Ultimate, you get mad too, because I fucking beat you in Ultimate too. No, I always win? That's not even true. Not even true, bro. It's not even true. I don't think you won the last, I don't think you beat me last time we played. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just don't think that's the way it is. I just don't think that's the way it is, man. I think we're in Mexico here. You know, you'd think, if you were, you know, you'd think as like you know, if you were my boyfriend, that it would be, you wouldn't be mean to me. You know, you wouldn't try to like rage bait me. You'd think my literal partner wouldn't try to rage bait me and try to be mean to me on stream. You would think that, huh? You would think that, like, you know, a boyfriend would be supportive and be like, man, you know, you're the greatest competitor, Astra. You're so good at the game. You should be more confident. But instead, you know, you'd think, really. You really would. You really fucking would, man. I think this is just Mexico, right? I feel like I shouldn't be, like, questioning myself this much. But I almost feel like it's not Mexico. Like, I almost feel like it doesn't look that much like Mexico. But I think it is Mexico, right? We're in the... Oh, wait, no. We're in the southern hemisphere, actually, but just barely. Are we in, like, Guatemala? Or, like, maybe even, like, Ecuador? This is SA. Is it South Africa? No, that's ZA. Fuck. Rage baiting is your job. I know, that's chat though. It's different. It's different when you're a chatter and you're a chat member and you're rage baiting. That's different than when you're literally like fucking boyfriend. That's different, man. That's literally different. It's like, man. Telegra is a Spanish word. Yeah, that's doesn't narrow it down very much, honestly. Because it's either like here, or it's either like down here. I'm kind of thinking it might be Guatemala, like somewhere over here. Like, I feel like this might even be more accurate in Guatemala. I'm sort of thinking that it is. It could be Mexico, and if it is Mexico, I'm gonna be really upset just because, like, fuck me, right? Because it's kind of. But I think it's Guatemala. Like, I think it's Central America. Oh my god, it's Paraguay? What the fuck? How is that Paraguay? I think I've gotten Paraguay twice, ever. That sucks, dude. Fucking Paraguay, man. Goddamn Paraguay. Damn, I think this is like down here. Fuck, it was chilly. Damn it. I think this is Ukraine. It's either Ukraine or Russia. But I think this is Ukraine. Is a Spanish word? It was on the side of the truck. Yeah, but again, Spanish, there's a lot of South American countries that speak Spanish. It's like, if you can tell if it's Spanish or Portuguese, that does limit it. But, like, I didn't, it's like, I didn't know Paraguay spoke Spanish. I'm not honestly familiar with Paraguay very well. I think I've gotten Paraguay, like, twice the entire time I've been playing this game. So, Paraguay just really isn't, like, something I'm prepared to guess on very much. This is either Russia or Ukraine, and if it's Russia, I'm gonna be very mad, but I think it's Kharkiv. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck me. Want a treat tonight? I would like a treat if it got here. Like, if it could get here. I just don't know, it's kind of like a 50-50 when it comes to the treat thing. Where it's like, will it get here or will it not get here? I don't know. I would love a treat, though, if it did get here. Like, maybe we could try the Papa John's again, but, like, the past, like, couple times we tried it, it didn't get here, so... in Spain? Are we in Portugal? Where are we right now? Where is this? Italy. We're in Italy. Hey, we're in Italy. Off to see the wizard Dorothy. In south. I think this might be Argentina. Pizza ordered. Awesome. Thank you, Trace. And thank you so much. Hopefully it gets here. I'll let you know, though. I will give you updates, Tracing. The Venard Hotel. There's a lot of English here. Why is there so much English? Now open. Well, that's odd. Why is there so much English if we're in South America? I mean, is this does kind of look like Argentina. I just kind of vibe Argentina with this one. But I can't tell. What do you think, chat? Do you think this is Argentina? Fuck, dude. There's like nothing to go off of here. I think this is Argentina, but I'm only really thinking that because the way the sun looks. And the way, like, sometimes you can just tell you're in, like, the really deep south, like, southern hemisphere. Is that a body of water? What the fuck? Where the fuck are we? That's to the west, so... But there isn't Argentina to the west. I mean, is that a lake? What? Maybe it's like this, like, potentially. Like, what if it's... Is it right here? Chat, is that where we're at right now? Is it right like here or something? Or is Australia? Oh my god. That's so fucking annoying. Oh, that's why it was English, is because it was Australia. I should have caught that. That was my bad. I should have known. It was the sun. It tricked me again. That deceitful sun, chat. It will confuse you and deceive you. I think this is Austria. Or Switzerland. It's one of the two. Eat and eat. Slovenj Gradec. Ooh, maybe this is actually Slovenia. Or Slovakia, do you think? It definitely doesn't have, it almost looks Czech, right? Like, it almost looks like Czech, but I don't think it is Czech. I think it's... Oh, is this Switzerland or is this fucking... I think... It's either like Switzerland over here near maybe Zurich, or it's Slovenia. I'm kind of leaning towards Slovenia. If I'm being honest. If I'm being honest with you, chat. Because that's definitely not Swiss, right? This is definitely not like Germanic language, so it's for sure it's got to be one of these. Oh, wait. Could this be Romania? Is there ever a world where this is Romania? Chat, this kind of looks like Romania, doesn't it? Like, if you go over here to, like, Sofia, or not Sofia, Cluj-Napoca. But it does look too, it looks too Alpy. It looks too Alpy. Oh my god. Ooh, I can't tell. I want to say that this is not Romania, but I feel like this is Romania. But it also could be Slovenia. Oh. That is not the Romanian flag, as it turns out, chat. That is for sure not the Romanian. Is that the Slovenian flag or the Croatian flag? I think that's Croatia. If it's Slovenia, I'm gonna throw... God damn it. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it, dude. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Surprised Astra knows what the sun is. She barely goes outside. Austria, well, giddy, mate. Let's put on this shrimp on the Barbie. Hello? Camera? I don't know where we're at right now. South. What is this? What's on the side of this truck? Yahoo.com. My god. There's some, like, Cyrillic on there. Alright. Dude, we're in the Balkans again. Why do we always have to be in the Balkans? You know what, chat? I'm fucking restarting this. I don't like this game. I don't like that one. I hate the Balkans. Now this one I think is Croatia. This I think is Croatia. I think. Fucking goddamn. What the fuck? What? No, bro. No, you're not. Fuck you. No, that's fucking garbage, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm rage quitting that. I'm rage quitting. I think this is Norway. Good night, Dorothy. Shouldn't have tried to wave dash. This is the last one we'll do, chat, and then we'll end the stream. Wait for perfect hair. Haarschnitt. I think this might be Germany. I do think this is Germany, chat. It thinks very much. Me thinks very much that this is Germany. It's Czech though. Oh god, it's not Germany. Oh, we fucking keep forgetting that CH is Switzerland. Why is fucking CH Switzerland and not Czech? That's so bullshit. That's so bullshit, chat. Why do they do that? Like, they should have known that was stupid, and that was a stupid thing to do. That, I'm pissed about that. Like, the amount of times that I fucked up there because I just immediately go check when I see CH. Because it makes sense, you know? Like, you'd think that, like, being CH, it would be the one that has, like, the ch sound, not the s sound, you know what I mean? But no, Switzerland is CH, and fucking Czech is, I don't even know what Czech is, to be honest with you. I think it's CZ. Czech is CZ, and Switzerland is CH. Because, you know, obviously, there's an H in the word Switzerland anywhere. That makes so much sense, chat. It makes actually so much fucking sense. God damn it. God damn the fucking Baltics, dude. It's always the Balkans. It's always the Balkans. How would you like another Baltic state? How would you like to guess whether this is fucking Romania or fucking Hungary again? For the 50 gajillionth time. How would you like another fucking place of Balkans that all look the fucking same? All of the Balkans look the same, goddammit. All of it. From fucking goddamn... all the way from fucking Lithuania to goddamn Bosnia. It's just the Balkans. It all looks the same. I actually don't know where this is. I think this is gonna trick me somehow. This is gonna be like an island off the coast someplace that is like completely hard to guess, and you would never know unless you just know that island specifically. Triggered. Czech is the spelling. I get it. I get that it's but there is an H in Czech, right? Even if it's not like CHECK, like how it sounds, there is an H in the word Czech, right? Czechoslovakia has the word H in it. Switzerland does not have the word H in it. So why is it CH? Why is it not S? Switzerland doesn't have C or H in the name. Yet, for some reason, it's got both of them. I don't know where the fuck this is, dude. Linja... so it's definitely not Czech. Or it's definitely not Bulgaria. It's probably Romania. It could be over here. It might even be Croatia, but I don't care, because it's just fucking... goddamn fucking Balkans. Bullshit fucking Balkans. Every single fucking round is the Balkans. I'm getting triggered, chat. I'm getting fucking triggered by the goddamn Balkans again. Fucking Balkans, dude. Give me any other continent. Give me any other place in the world other than the fucking Balkans, please. Please. I can't see that flag over there. Maybe South Africa? H is silent? I don't care if it's silent. There is not a single H or C in the entire name of Switzerland. Where in the word Switzerland is there a C or an H? Right? I get CZ for Czech. I mean, it makes sense when you know how it's spelt, and you're, like, thinking about how it's spelt, and... oh my god, that guy's got the Christian shirt. Like, it makes sense, but here's the deal, right? When you look at Czechoslovakia, the name Czechoslovakia has both C, Z, and H. So, CH makes sense for Czechoslovakia, and so does CZ, right? They both make sense for Czech. But for Switzerland... you wouldn't go SW? Why is... what country code is SW? Is not an official country code. Is not an official country code, chat. Is not. It's not an official fucking country code. So why in the fuck did they not just do SW for Switzerland? Would that not be the most... or maybe even SZ? No, SC is South Africa. You can't do SZ. But why? Why does it have to be... why does it have to be this way, chat? Why does it have to be this way? Why does it have to be fucking... no, that's not it. Where's Swiss? Where's Switzerland? Swiss. Okay, apparently Switzerland isn't on here. Yeah, there it is. CH. Like, look, there's not a single C or H in this fucking thing. Why? Why do it that way? I don't understand it. I don't get it, chat. I don't get it. Don't fucking get it, man. I don't. Are we in Botswana, though? I feel like we might be in Botswana. Or probably not, actually. We're probably, like, here. Oh my god, dude, it's always Eswatini. Dude, I'm getting fucked this game. I'm getting so fucked. Every time, like, I have a decent guess, it's like, actually, it's this little part in this other place that you didn't guess. That's where it was. But we're going rapid fire this round. I'm not even playing no games no more, chat. I'm just rapid firing. Are we potentially in Nigeria? Question mark. Or Uruguay? Probably not Uruguay. Let me look at the thing. Ooh, I don't know what language that is. Which after the paying attention is pretty simple. This two-letter code stands for Confederato Helvetica, Latin for Swiss Confederation. That's bullshit. Who knows that? That's actual bullshit, bro. Just do SW. It would make so much more fucking sense. Centro de Sade de Mizoki. I think this could be here. It's the only place I could think of that has Spanish and is African. It was. I'm just like, see, this is what I'm talking about, chat. If you didn't know this island existed, you would have no way of getting that. You'd have no way of getting that. The fact that I know that place exists is the only reason I was able to guess that. Like, if you didn't know this existed, you're fucked. Wait. We're bringing Mer Ice Air Post. Austria. Okay. This looks like Italy, but it's not. It's actually fucking... It's actually Romania. Looks like Italy, but actually it's Romania. It was Turkey. Fuck me. Oh. Thank you, Nigeria car. Yeah, that one wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad, chat. I only missed one country in there. That wasn't so bad. I only missed one. Get Balkans. Fucking, it wasn't even the Balkans, technically. It was Turkey. It's not technically in the Balkans, but it kind of does look... It looks similar. It looks similar, chat. There is... You can tell the difference, but it does look similar, so... At a glance. At a glance. Anyway, chat. Now I'm fully annoyed and fully angry. The Balkans are sabotaging you. They're always sabotaging me, man. Goddamn Balkans. I mean, I imagine the Balkans would be a really cool place to go and, like, visit and, like, actually, like, go to and, like, explore. And, like, I imagine the people there are super nice and super good. And I imagine it's just such a rich place with rich culture. I just wish that, like, they had distinguished culture. Not in the way that, I mean, they do have distinguished culture, I shouldn't say that. But I wish they were just more proud of it, like they would just have their flag. You know, there's certain countries, chat, where you don't really need to guess which country it is, because they're so patriotic about their country that they put flags everywhere. Turkey, Brazil, Taiwan, America... Those are like the main, those countries will always have like a flag around, like usually, especially like Turkey or Brazil. They are very proud that they are Turkey and Brazil, and so you'll just see flags everywhere, and so you can always tell when you're fucking in Turkey, because there'll always be a bajillion Turkish flags everywhere, right? That's the thing. But in the Balkans, you don't see that. They're not proud of the fact that they live in Croatia or fucking Bosnia and Herzegovina, whatever you say that, Herza or something. Can't even say the name right. Can't even pronounce the name of this country. Herzegovina, I think is what it's pronounced. It's like, come on, dude. Like, what the fuck is the difference between North Macedonia and Serbia? They're the same place. You can't tell me they're different. They're the same fucking place. They're not different. They're all just the Balkans, dude. technically, not that long ago, they did used to be the same place. So I guess it makes sense. But India is actually harder to guess than you might think, because India, especially nowadays. So India used to be really easy to guess because it would always had shit cam. But they've recently gotten better coverage in parts of India, so sometimes it's really easy to get an India poll and think that it's either Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. So you really have to, like, be careful with that. But, I'm pretty good at India in general, I think. Like, if I get India, I'm really good at region guessing India based off of the language. Like, if you look at India and you, like, let's say if I go to India and oh fuck, I won't do it. But you can like compare the language. Like the language in like South India looks very different than the language in North India, which also looks different than the language in like Northwest India, which also looks different than the language in like Northeast India. But the language that's in the northeast of India looks very similar to the Bangladeshi language. So especially if you're in like Northeast India, it can be really tricky to tell the difference between Bangladesh and Northeast India because they're very close to each other personally. But usually you can tell Bangladesh is Bangladesh because they have a lot of rice fields, like a ton of them. Bangladesh does a bunch of rice, so usually you'll see that. And yeah, but and it's a little bit more tropical in Bangladesh, I think, just a little bit. But it's very hard. That can be tricky. If like especially like the closer you are to the Indian Bangladesh border, the harder it is to get. Because to be in Chicago, you never know. And yes, it's true. Honestly, I fuck with the Balkan mindset. Why be performative with your patriotism? Because it makes it easier for me to guess, motherfucker. And what's wrong with being a little patriotic, huh? When I see Turkey, and I see it, if I put myself in like Istanbul or like fucking anywhere, any major city in Turkey, and I see a bunch of like towers, those little, so everywhere in Turkey there are these little like Islamic towers that are everywhere. I think they're cool. I think they're neat. I think it's cool, and I think, you know, if I was Turkish, I would be proud of that heritage. I would be proud of it, and I would hang a goddamn Turkish flag outside my window if I was Turkish, because you know what? I appreciate that. When a country is proud of their country, I appreciate that. When I'm looking through Brazil and I see people like waving Brazilian flags, I'm like, hell yeah, fucking be patriotic, dude. I hate that. Listen, dude. No. Stupid. There are patriotisms and then there are performative patriotics. I think you're looking into it too much, reindeers. There's nothing wrong with having a flag and being patriotic and being proud of the fucking country that you live in. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, and that's not being performative. That's just being, it's called being proud of your goddamn country. Anyway, chat, I think I'm gonna end it there. Thank you everyone for watching. Trace, and I'll let you know if that pizza gets here. Hopefully it will, but thank you everybody for watching. I will be live again, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna watch a Melee tournament and probably get Upsetty Spaghetti because I'm watching a Melee tournament. But anyway, chat, thank you everybody for watching. I'll be live again probably on Monday. Goodbye.